What are we in? Week 12? Week 12 picks Bills at the Texans. Josh Allen 52. Buffalo can be 5-2 in the AFC. Now the main thing to look out for is the AFC East race. And so the Bills are going to be a half game out of first right after Thursday night football. The Josh Allen show. The Bills get the win. The Texans are kind of out of the playoffs. Colts at the Chiefs. The Colts fall to 6-2 versus the AFC. Patrick Mahomes is 62. The Chiefs is 83. The Colts will fall to 8-3. They're not that good on the road like they are at home. They're 2-2 on the road. Kansas City's going to get the win at home. They'll be 5-1 at home. They'll have a winning record. They got to keep pace with the Jaguars for the wild card spot. The 7th wild card spot. That's the main competition. And the Chiefs are going to win. Let's go straight to the wild card chase. The Jaguars competing a game outside of first with a win. And obviously holding on to that number 7 spot. Here, it is worth noting that Arizona Cardinals does equal 75. They could fall to 7-5. However, it's Arizona that does equal 84. Jaguars equals 38. The Cardinals going to fall to 3-8. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be the winner of that game. Ravens beat the Jets. Seahawks beat the Titans. No numbers needed. Lions to beat the Giants. They'll be 7-4 for the season. More on that 8-4 for the Detroit Lions when we break down the Thursday games on Sunday night. Patriots at the Bengals, undefeated on the road, Super Bowl 60. They'll be 6-0 on the road. Bengals is 60. It's true that Cincinnati does equal 51 on the Cincinnati. Bill Belichick's famous awards, and therefore the Patriots keep their edge in first place. Steelers and the Bears. Now, the Bears could win that one. The Bears could easily be in first place. Now, before I get to the Bears game, let's just say that Packers are going to win. They're going to be 7-3 in Gematria. It is Packers that equals 73. So, more on that 7-3 and the 8-3 when we talk about Thursday's game. But what's the script going to be for that game? The Steelers to keep an edge in first place over the Ravens? Or is it simply the Bears are going to be in first place on Thanksgiving? The Bears could be in first place on Thanksgiving. That certainly is possible. Let's see, they're 2-1 against the AFC. It's Aaron, that's 22. They could fall the 2-2 against the AFC. But when I look at that game, the Bears narrowly beat the Vikings. The Steelers, I mean, yeah, the Bengals are garbage, but they turned out. Aaron's 32. The Bears owner is playing against them this week. Aaron Rodgers, notorious win-loss record against Chicago. Steelers can be 3-2 away. The Bears can fall to 3-2 at home. It's Aaron, that's 32. It's also Aaron Rodgers does equal 41. Should the Bears beat Aaron Rodgers as the home team? I'm going to give the edge to the Steelers for 1 week. The Steelers to win, although that one could go either way. To be honest, to be honest, Josh Allen does equal 74. The Steelers can improve the 7-4 for the season. So Steelers win, and then basically Chicago Bears may fall into the wild card spots. Bucs at the Rams. Tampa's 51. LA's 4-1 at home. Los Angeles Rams is 52. The Bucs are 4-2 away. I think the Elite want to pad the win-loss record in the regular season for Matthew Stafford. So Rams will start losing games. Just Matthew Stafford has got to be like 2 or 3 or 4 games above 500 before he retires. So probably the Rams keep on winning. As we take a look at the NFC South, yeah, the Falcons are going to win. What if the Falcons win and they're technically still alive for the division? Panthers could be 7-5. Carolina Panthers does equal 75. If the Bucs lose, then honestly, I think San Francisco is going to win because they'll still be alive in the division. The wild card's not needed because Tampa Bay is 6-4. Oh yeah, that 4-2 in the conference. Los Angeles Rams equals 52. I'm telling you, these late games during the night, these could be upsets. These could be upsets. The Eagles will beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys going to fall at 2-2 at home, like Eagles is Camacho 22. So the Eagles are going to win. The Cowboys are going to lose. They only played the Raiders. So Eagles are still number 1. The Steelers will flame out. This one there, that one, yeah, it is. This one could go either way. The Panthers at the 49ers. Purdy is Camacho 84. Now, Carolina Panthers does equal 75. They've got a relatively easy schedule the rest of the way. And, if Chicago loses, they're 7-4. I think 49ers Bears could decide the wild card to end the season. I mean, if they fall to 7-3 in the conference, San Francisco, Carolina does equal 73. So, And, the Bears will start losing games when they play the Lions and the Packers, obviously. It's going to come down to that game on the 28th, the Bears, 49ers. I think it's like a Saturday game in late December. So, shit happens, and Carolina did beat the Packers, so I think I'll give the edge to Carolina, honestly. Even if the Niners lose, they're not hurt by this. They're not hurt by this. I think Bears would have to lose to keep things somewhat interesting there. They've got a crowded playoff field. If the Panthers lose, they're still in there for the division. They play the Bucs twice. But I just see Carolina numbers here with this. Young is Camacho 82. They could be 8-2 against conference. I think it's going to come down to wins and losses at home, to be honest. 3-4 would be Camacho of Niners. Well, yeah, actually, when you look at the Rams game, this is what does it for me. The Los Angeles Rams does equal 67. They can go for 6-7 the next week. So I think here, that's what's going to put San Francisco over the edge. So they'll miss the playoffs, but they'll beat Carolina this week. If Carolina's going to lose, they got to stay competitive in the division, so that's where we get the Rams in there. Maybe this one's a close game right there. And this would be the playoff picture if the season ended today. Would you rather see the Bills against Lamar Jackson or the Bills against a garbage ass Steelers team they're going to beat the next week? If Sean Turdy's in the playoffs, he's losing against the Packers. Packers did play the Bears the last time they made it to the Super Bowl, so that's interesting too. And a potential rematch there. I don't think they'll see this game. I don't think they'll see this game again. I got the Lions being the Packers. But then they're going to go beat them just in time for the playoffs. So kind of looking ahead to the matchups for the next week. The Black Friday, the Thursday games. Here, this is where the Ravens are going to be in first place. Even if the Steelers win, Baltimore's not losing to Cincinnati. And then, Bills are going to beat the Steelers, obviously. And so the Steelers are going to suck and fall out of the playoff picture because they're garbage, right? Yeah, the team's got to keep on winning. They got to keep momentum. That's what this is about right there. This could be upset. This could be upset. Just kind of looking ahead into the next week. Is any of these teams going to lose? Any of these teams in the current playoff picture? Hey, Washington is terrible. Titans are terrible too. So I think the only thing that changes the following week, I think, is Lions fall into first, and then, Baltimore falls into first. And we'll find out how this impacts week 13.